Hey everybody! Are you ready to get your compliance on? The Payments Professor has partnered with NEACH to bring you the latest and faster payments education. Thanks to NEACH, you can now attend RTP, Risk, Rules, and Regulations. This is a one-of-a-kind course presented in a short video format. That's right, it's in short videos, not those long 60 to 90 minute videos of just slides and boring over and over again speakers like you've seen in the past. No! These are dynamic, engaging YouTube-style videos.
Owners of the Federal Reserve System, FRB, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, more rigorous and robust, meaning that they require significantly so repeated or willful violations of the provisions of the rules. Yeah, that's going to cause you to get terminated or suspended. What is the criteria for building an OFAC compliance program that a financial institution should have? That criteria is going to be based on things like your products, your services,
And each video, it's only about 4 to 10, 11 minutes long. And each video focuses on a single subject. Currently, there are 24 videos and over 2 hours of material. You get to go through the course at your pace, when you want and how you want, and you can watch, well, from a PC, a laptop, a tablet, or even your phone. You can watch from anywhere that you have an internet connection. Oh, and did I tell you? You can go back and rewatch the videos over and over and over again. So you get to rewatch, revisit, and relearn when, where, and how you want. But what is in this RTP Risk, Rules, and Regulations course, and why do you even care? Well, let me tell you. The Risk, Rules, and Regulations course is broken into 4 main areas. What are those areas? We start off with an overview of rules and regulations of RTP. Then there is the RTP industry organizations and regulators. Oh, and of course there's the RTP risk management and fraud controls. And finally, a section is dedicated to RTP rules enforcement and oversight. Well, Payments Professor, what is covered in these sections of the course? Well, in each section there are individual classes. In the Rules and Regulations of RTP section of the course, we have classes that are dedicated to, well, just introducing the rules and regulations for RTP. You need to be aware of what the rule blueprint for the payment channel is. Then we have a class that dives into RTP and the Electronic Funds Transfer Act. Oh, and after that, we have a class dedicated to RTP and UCC 4A. And what a way to start a course, right? Well, then we move on to the section dedicated to the RTP industry organizations and regulators. This is where we will see classes dedicated to RTP and the FFIEC, OFAC, CFPB, and other additional organizations and legal requirements that apply to RTP before we move on to the next area, and that is risk management and fraud controls for RTP. Just what are the participants' response and fraud reporting obligations? Are there any risk and fraud controls that are required for using RTP? Yes, there are. In fact, this one is a 2-part class, and we close out this section with clearinghouse expectations for CCD and CIP programs, as well as KYC and EDD. And if you don't know what those mean, don't worry, we explain it in the class. And finally, we have a section that will look into the RTP rules enforcement and oversight, with a class dedicated to the rules enforcement process, a class dedicated to, well, what are the rules when you break them, and what category of violation is that? And of course, the messages involved when it comes to that. And to help enforce everything you learned in each section of the course, the Payments Professor Pop Quiz is there. Well, it's not really a pop quiz, it's more of a section review that is included in each section of the course. And why do we do that? We do that to help enforce the information to make sure you're learning everything you want and get the most out of this course. But we also included a workbook. That's right, I worked with NEACH, and we are providing a workbook that lets you follow along with that section review. So as the questions are asked, you get to pause the video, write in your answers, then check them against the answers that I provide in the class. Oh, and by the way, the answers are also in the back of the workbook, just to make sure you don't miss anything. But the course isn't over there. No RTP risk rules and regulation course would be complete without some mention of audit requirements. And that is why NEACH has 2 bonus classes included. 2 bonus classes? That's right, 2 bonus classes focusing on the audit process. There's first a class called The Who, What, When, and How of RTP audits. And then there is the main areas of the RTP audit. And if you're wanting to get more on the RTP audit, this is the place to start. Well, I want you to know though, all that and even more is waiting for you to get compliant with your real-time education on RTP risk, rules, and regulations. 4 sections, 22 classes, plus 2 bonus classes. All of them around 10 minutes or less long that you watch at your convenience from wherever you want, on whatever device you want. And of course, a workbook with the answers provided. So what do you think? If you're ready to start your journey into the RTP risk, rules, and regulations, then go to NEACH.org and learn more. And start auditing your RTP risk, rules, and regulations education today. See you in class.